Hello everybody, welcome to y'all's welcome. So in this wonderful individual reading I'm going to be talking about is there's something that's happening between these two individuals. These two individuals, so these zodiac signs I'm going to talk about, basically Scorpio and Virgo. Okay, Scorpio is the masculine, as the way of how it goes. The Virgo is the woman, right? These two basically have their own contrary of how it is, and this is how it seems to be. I know how things are in this whole entire dynamic where you acting like everything's fine and everything is like not, and you have your own P's and Q's and whatever. By the way, how this is, in this wonderful general reading I'm going to tell you about, is that this is how it is, right? So, in between this whole entire fiasco between from January 6th to January 12th of 2026, this is going for the two individuals of this whole entire reading. Now, the way of this is, I wanted to focus on this. So, the word about this oracle card, it says purpose. I know what I am here to do. Now, this purpose card represents that, where if you know here what to do, you do it. You know how to do it, right? But the way all this is, whether that this is a general reading for all of you who is going to pay attention to it, go ahead and pay attention to it because this is how it goes, right? So, let me say about this whole entire story, alright? So, once upon a time, whether you're dealing with a Scorpio man and a Virgo woman, these two are very different because they have different traits, right? So, I'm not going to say their real names, but the way of this is, it's the way of how it works, right? They do make sense as they go along, but it's like this is a pressure point of how it goes. And when things are being in that way, you have to be who you are and be authentic and how you can be reliable of how it is. And this is how it is, right? It's the way how it goes. So this is between the way of how you're going to do it, whether you like it or not, whether you're going to play games, whether you're going to have your own society, the way how it works, right? It's the way of how it is in that way, right? So whether whether if you live with a person who has a disability, and let's say you live with a home care provider that tells you what to do, and that's how it goes. Whether she likes to give you advice or not, it's like that's the way it works. It's like, why are you doing it? Why are you constantly on my throat? And it has to stop, right? So when a home care provider likes to, act like she's all nice and, how it is, and she wants to be all the nitty gritty part, why would she keep acting like that? Whether she understands whether she's going to go with the flow, and she's dealing with a Scorpio man who has a disability. Now, a Virgo woman, whether she cares about on what she's doing, she needs to understand of what's happening because this is the way it works. This is a guarantee. So let me tell you what's going on in this whole entire scenario, and this might happen to you. So remember, Virgo woman is on the left side, and Scorpio man is on the right side. Do not get confused about it, but that's how it goes. Okay. So here we go. So in this wonderful general reading I'm going to tell you all is that the Hermit card for Virgo, she's basically having solitude. She understands that she has solitude because what she's doing is basically, none of her business. But the way how this is, if she keeps continuing with this, it's the way of how it goes. It's the way of how shocking it is, because the way how it is, right? Now, Scorpio man on the right side, he has the Ace of Pentacles here. He doesn't have any prosperity about money yet because he has to observe what he's doing it in that way because this is how it goes. So let me figure this out. So let me see what this Hermit card for a Virgo woman. Queen of Wands story, she wants Christmas. 7 of Wands reverse, there's no resilience. 5 of Wands reverse, there's no chaos. 7 of Cups reverse, there's no delusion. Justice reverse, she's not telling the truth, she's lying about something. A Virgo woman can lie because what she's doing is basically, how rude and how authentic it is. Because the Virgo woman acts like it, where it's not my fault, I'm not going to do it anymore. Well, she keeps continuing it. She basically tells, a disability person saying, oh, I'm trying to help you. No, you're not. You're giving me bad advice and I don't need it, right? It's the way of how it is, right? So when you're acting like you're basically being mean and disrespectful, you're acting like it. It's like you're acting like you're playing the part of Pinocchio, right? Now, whether you are being Pinocchio, watch the movie, okay? What's the movie about Pinocchio? Whether you're being Pinocchio and you make up lies. When you make up lies, that's all you can do, is make up lies. You're not basically saying, well, it's not my fault, I'm not going to do it. No, you keep continuing with it. You keep continuing with it because that's all you ever decide to do. That's how it goes, right? This is how it is. This is not your own mini weeds. This is not the way it works, But the way all this is, you have to pay attention to it. What's this Ace of Pentacles about for a Scorpio man? Nine Swords are there's trauma, and Queen Pentacles here says no pressure about money. For Wands here says no celebration. Page of Wands, sorry, there's basically, the way how he's standing his own ground. He knows what to do because that's how it's going to be. The Page Wands is how it is. The Eight Cups, sorry, he wants to have entertainment. He wants to be entertained because that's what he wants. That's why he wants to do it, because that's the way it works. He wants things to be happening going his way, compared to having a Virgo that's telling him what to do, and she keeps continuing. The way of this is she needs to have her own balance theory about what's going on. She has to do it because that's the way it works. So let me clarify this Justice card. The Strength card here, she has no bravery. Page of Swords here says no education. Moons are right, just dissertations. That's all she wants. Whatever she's feeling between this Moon card, she's basically saying that she's in a very sassy mood. Whether she has no strength left, she's being scared right in front and center. Because what she's doing is kind of rude and disrespectful. So whether you live with a disability person, and whether she's a home share provider, whatever she does, she's acting like, oh, it's not my fault, I can't do this more. No, she keeps continuing it. And you have to quit the BS. You have to quit about the bombshell of the situation, right? That's how it goes. So what's this Moon card about for a Virgo woman? Sun card, alright, there's positivity. King cups here, she has no support. Page cups here, there's no loyalty. Four cups here, there's no distraction. Two wands here, there's no planning. Temperance, alright, she's healing. She's healing because what she's doing is kind of, how she's feeling. And when she acts like this, that's what she's doing. She's acting like she's having sassy, right? That's how it goes. And a Virgo woman acts like that, whether, okay, well, this is not my fault, I can't do anything more, well, then she's making up lies. She's making up lies because what she's doing is kind of wrong and none of her business. Because what she's doing is kind of, disciplined and self-respect, because of what she's doing is kind of wrong, right? So if she puts in front of the other, she knows what to do next. What's this Eight Cups for Scorpio? Three of Swords, sorry, there's heartbreak. Yes. Five Cups, sorry, there's grief. Exactly. Here for reverse, there's no guidance. Knight of Cups, sorry, yeah, because he wants romance. He wants romance, he wants grief, he wants sadness, because that's what he's doing, right? A Virgo woman is actually saying, well, I'm healing now, I know what to do, I'm trying to stay positive, that's all I can do. But she has no support. She has no support because what she's doing is kind of wrong, right? This is the way how it looks. What's this Temperance card for a Virgo woman? Page of Pentacles, sorry, he wants the prospects, and 10 wands is that right? She has burdens. Ace of Cups, sorry, she wants prosperity about love and respect is what she's doing, right? So whether she acts like, oh, okay, it's not my fault, no, she keeps rubbing it into Scorpio's face. Scorpio man is thinking, well, this is not going to end, I don't want to do this. Well, he's trying to keep doing it. And he has his own pressure point, right? He understands what's happening because that's how it goes. He needs to be who he is in that society, right? That's how it goes. So what's in the middle of this situation? Five of Swords, there's no intention of a revenge or conflict yet, not yet. But the way this is, it could, right? So he understands what he's going through. Whether he pays attention what's happening, he understands of what he's going through, and that's how it goes. But that is that, right? It's the way how it goes, whether you act like, oh, it's, I need to do it. Yes. But if you keep continuing with this, if you keep continuing, the bombshell, you keep continuing with it, Virgo, the Virgo woman needs to respect on what's going on. The Empress is already, she wants nourishment, okay? And Scorpio has the Hierophant, he wants guidance. Yeah, he wants to have guidance because that's what he cares about, because he wants to understand that the Empress for Virgo women. The Strength card reverse, she has no bravery. Justice already, she's telling the truth. Obviously, she is. But she's into that back door. She's into that back door of make up lies. Because what she is doing is kind of wrong. And when she does that, she's trying to impose herself. She's trying to figure out, well, this is the way it works. I know what to do. What's this Hierophant for Scorpio? Hermit is upright, there's solitude. Star is upright, there's inspiration. High Priest is upright. Yeah, he's using his inner voice. That's what he wants. That's what he gets. That's what he's, worshipping on having, the star of, he wants to wish upon a star of what's going to happen next. He understands that he has solitude because what he's doing is basically the way it works, because that's how it goes. He needs to co-create of what's happening. What's this Justice card for a Virgo woman? Emperor is upright. She wants structure. She wants the Empress for nourishment. She wants to have judgment. Yeah, because she wants to take action. She understands when she takes action, that's what she wants. She wants to go her way or not at all. Right? It's like your way or the highway. You choose. Right, Virgo woman? You take it as one fulfilling. You take back of what things are between you. It's the way how it works. If you want to act like you want to be, acting like everything's fine to a Scorpio man who has a disability, and a Virgo woman who is a home care provider, she needs to understand what she's doing. She needs to figure out what's happening from this situation, no matter what she's going through. No matter what's going on in that way, whether she wants to have peace of mind, she wants to have self-respect. But the way of this is, if she's continuing with this, it's the way of how it looks, right? It's the way of how she needs to understand about staying her ground and staying about the way that she's feeling. So let me see what's this Judgment card for a Virgo woman. Ace of Swords, alright, yeah, she wants to have an understanding of what's going to happen now. She understands what she's going through is the way how it works. Whether she's going to do it is exactly how it is. And when she does that, it's like, okay, well, this thing seems to be fine, alright. But that's how it goes. She keeps continuing with it daily. Day after day, week by week, month by month, year by year. She takes it. She takes it as what's happening, what's going on through her own entire system of what's going on. What's this high praises for a Scorpio man? The Ace of Swords, sorry, he has anxiety. He has anxiety. What he's going through is basically what she's going to go through. She understands about a Virgo woman who is the home care provider. She needs to understand that. She needs to understand of what's happening through a Scorpio man's perspective and with herself. She keeps looking at it from a different angle. She wants things to happen her way, not his way. No, it doesn't make any sense. You have to put things into perspective. So what's this Ace of Swords about for a Virgo woman? Magician here, she has no skill. The Knight of Swords here says no drama. Seven of Swords, she's dealing with silence. She's dealing deceit. Because on what she's doing is the way how it works, because she understands that. She understands what's going on that way, whether she likes it or not, because that's how it goes. What's this Five of Swords? 2-1 story. So both of them are planning on something to do next, because that's the way it works, because that's the way it is. So you understand that, right? So you have to understand of what's happening, whether you like it or not. You're trying to impose what you're doing next, because that's how it goes. You compare what's going to be happening all at once. Let's say it starts about for a Scorpio man. The Knight wants reverse, there's no immaturity. Knight of Cups, he wants romance. He wants to be loved. He wants to be respected. He wants to be who he is. It's the way of how it works, because that's the way how it is. A Scorpio man will take it as much as he can, because that's what he wants. Right, that's how it was. So the 7 of Swords, let's go on for a Virgo woman. Queen of Cups, she wants empathy. She wants 2 sides of the story here. For once, yours is no celebration. Wheel of Fortune, she wants to have good luck. Yes, she wants it. But when she keeps continuing, whether she wants have the dignity of have empathy, seeing 2 sides of the story here, that's what she wants. She wants to understand what she's going through is the way of how it works, because that's just how it goes. If you have a nitty-gritty part, and you're being a home share provider, if you're being a Virgo woman, let's say, then you're acting like that. You need to act like that. If you're imposing about being a Scorpio man who has a disability, you understand what's going on through his side, his emotions, right? That's how it goes. So what's this 2 months about? 10 Swords here says no burdens. 3 Cups are right. He wants celebration. He wants to celebrate on what's happening. It's all he cares about is the way how it looks. He understands of what's he going through because that's the way how it is. That's how it seems to be. What's the Wheel of Fortune for Virgo woman? Justice. She wants to tell the truth. Yes, she is. But she's between telling the truth or make up lies. She's between the two, right? And when she does that, that's how it works. She understands about making up, telling the truth is telling the truth, right? Make up a lie, you're covering up about not telling the truth. You're acting like it's, woe is me, I can't do it anymore, I quit. Well, you know what, Virgo? If you act like that, as a woman, you understand what you're going through. You have to keep continuing of how you're going through. No matter what life is, or life gets, a Virgo woman needs to pay attention to what's going on for Scorpio. A Scorpio man does not take your BS, your bombshell, and he does not want to take it. He doesn't want that to happen. He thinks about it, but what it is, right? That's how it goes. What's the 3 Cups about? Taurus is right, yeah, because he's healing. He's healing because about what's going on through him, on what's going on around his home situation, of what's going on. What's this 9 Cups for a Scorpio man? Sun careers, yeah, he's in negativity. He's negativity because he understands what he's going through on what a Virgo woman is doing to him. A Scorpio man is thinking what a Virgo woman is doing is wrong, is unacceptable. That's how it goes. She needs to understand what her behavior is because it's the way how it goes. She's not trying to use mind control. She's not trying to use it, but she keeps continuing it. What's the Justice card for a Virgo woman? Taurus are right, there's transformation. Hermits are right, she wants solitude. The Stars are right, she wants to have inspiration. She wants to be, she wants to wish upon a star because that's what she wants. That's what she gets. That's what she realizes what she's doing. Everything's transforming for a Virgo woman. Whether she acts to be a home share provider, but she acts like it. She needs to have her own self-esteem, self-respect, how she is. But when she keeps continuing this, over and over and over and over and over, it's like, does it get to the point whether she doesn't like to play games like this? No. She keeps continuing it. She's making a molehill. A mole out of a molehill. You know what I mean, right? A mountain out of a molehill. Okay? The way all this is. She keeps continuing with this daily. Does it make sense? Yes, it does. But a Virgo woman needs to act like it. That's how it is. What's this Temperance card about? Magicians are right. Yeah, he wants skill. He wants skill because that's what he wants. What's the Sun card reversed about for a Scorpio man? Lovers are right. He wants to make decisions. Emperor reverse. He has no structure. Empress reverse is no nourishment. Devil reverse is no obsessions, addictions. Death reverse is no endings. Strength card. He wants bravery. He wants to understand what's going on. Is what's happening to him. It's the way how it works, and that's how it goes. He needs to understand that. Where's this Magician? The word is right. There's completion. Yeah, because everything is completed. And when he understands that, when everything is completed, he understands that. He set his own boundaries, his own ways of knowing to do, whether he likes it or not, whether he accepts on how it is, right? So what does the Virgo woman want? So let's see what's happening. So let's see what a Virgo, this card means. It says, nine of hair. Expect the worst. Expecting the worst. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Sleepless nights. Yeah, because she understands about what's going on her side. She understands about what she's going through is the way how it works. Whether she has sleepless nights, she understands what she's going through because what she's doing is kind of wrong. She keeps continuing it daily, and whether she acts like it, that's how it goes. So whether things are be happening all at once, that's how it is. You take it as a feeling, but the way how this is the way it works. And whether things are, that's how it goes. You need to accept the daily way about what to do next. Right? That's how it goes, Virgo. You get to the point. What's in the middle? The Knight of Air. Passionate, adventurous, self-assured, restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is the evidence. Think things through carefully. Yeah, because there's a time about having to pay attention. This is immediate attention between a Virgo woman and a Scorpio man. These two have to reconnect. They have to renegotiate whatever it is. They need to take as the effort of what they're doing is kind of how it is. They're not trying to be traits. They're trying to be who they are. But if they keep this up, this is how it goes, right? And what's on the right side for Scorpio? Page water. Intuitive, sensitive, artistic, friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins at a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. He understands what's happening. He understands what's wrong. He understands about what's going on through him. He understands about what's going on through a Virgo woman. A Scorpio man cannot take it. Scorpio man cannot take the bombshell of what a Virgo woman is doing to him. She thinks that, oh, it's not your business. No, it's not. It's not my fault. No. She understands what she's going through is what she needs, what she gets. But that's how it goes, right? So, Scorpio could be dealing with another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Virgo woman can be dealing with another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And in the middle, it could be, both of them could be dealing with another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So that's how it goes, right? This is the way it is. So let's see what's going on with the universe. So I'm going to go from the middle to the left, middle to the right. The King of Pentacles here says no security. Okay. So the Virgo woman needs. 3 of Cups here says no celebration. Ace of Wands here says no new beginnings. 10 of Swords here says there's no conclusions. Ace of Pentacles here says no prosperity or growth. 9 of Wands is already there's immaturity. She's being immaturity. She doesn't have immature, like she doesn't mature enough, but she has immaturity. She needs to quit it. She needs to quit what she's doing is wrong for a Scorpio man. A Virgo woman cannot take it because what she's doing is kind of wrong. It's selfish. It's self-respect. This is like almost invasive, right? Invasive, intrusive, nagging, nattering, whatever it is. You keep continuing with it, Virgo. You get to the point. A Virgo woman needs to act on what she's doing is kind of wrong. She needs to understand that. What's between the middle and the right side for Scorpio? 6 of Swords authority, he has movement. 3 of Pentacles authority, he has excitement. 7 of Cups reverse, there's no delusion. Wheel of Fortune reverse, he has even bad luck. Taurus authority, there's transformation. Yeah, because everything's changing. Everything's changing for a Scorpio because that's what he's doing. So let me clarify this tarot card for Scorpio. 5 of Swords reverse, there's no revenge or conflict. Queen of Wands reverse, there's no charisma. Him is alright. He has restrictions. Yeah, he's being restricted. But what he's doing is what he wants. A Virgo woman is saying, well, I'm having immaturity. This is how it goes. What's in the middle of this situation? 5 of Pentacles reverse, there's no insecurity. 2 of Swords is upright. So he doesn't know which way he's going to go, left or right. So Virgo, let's say on the left side, Taurus is already there's healing. What's on the right side? Queen Sorceress says no independence. Yeah, because he doesn't want to do things by himself. He wants to show that he wants to not do it. Two Cups, there's relationships. Yeah, he's in a relationship. He understands what he's going through. Page 1 says no invention. But Emperor, there's structure between the two of them. So let's say what's on the left side. Queen Cups, there's empathy. Knight Pentacles, yeah, he has no trust. No, he's not going to have trust against the Virgo woman. What she's doing is wrong and disrespectful. What's this Knight Pentacles about? Three of Wands, he wants to have communication. She wants to take both sides of a situation. She wants to look at it from a different time frame, but that's what she wants. What's the middle of the situation? Justice, he's telling the truth. He understands that when he's telling the truth, he understands that he's going to accept it on how it is, and he understands that, right? This is how it goes. So you have to believe in order to do that, because that's how it is in that way, right? So you have to understand, whether you like it or not, Virgo woman and a Scorpio man, both sides need to be connected, right? And when they do, this is how it goes, right? You think that, oh, everything seems to be fine, all right, this is how it goes. I'm going to use my inner child or whatever it is. He understands what he's going through is the way how it works. He understands that, right? So he needs to understand what he's going through, and she cannot take it anymore as a Virgo woman. She cannot take what's going on. But the way of this is how it works, right? So if a Virgo woman is saying to you, oh, I'm being mean, I'm being nasty, oh, you're being rude, or you're being unkind, or why you're saying this to me, or you're being a bully, or you're being whatever, she's basically saying it just to piss off Scorpio man, right? She's basically, using the force of basically using Virgo woman's energy towards the Scorpio man's energy. She's pushing him away. The Scorpio man is actually pushing Virgo woman away because he doesn't like the BS. He doesn't like the bombshell. He doesn't want it. But you know what? The way how this is, it's going to continue. Continuing, back and forth, right? This is the way how it goes. Whether if you're stuck in a position where you are, that's how it goes. You're trying to do it. You're not trying to leap forward. You're not trying to do it. But you have to understand that. The way how this is the way it works, and this is how it goes. So you understand that. But the way how this is, you have to pay attention, because it could happen to the situation no matter what you're going through, and when it goes, this is how it goes. So I hope you all like this video. Please understand this. Please give a like, please a comment, because it could happen to you. So if you have a disability, or if you live with a home care provider, it will make sense, right? This is the way how it is, but this is how it goes. So I hope you all like this video. Please give a like, please a comment if you want, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye for now. Really, thank you, and bye.